You're listening to the Ballroom Network. The following program is intended for all audiences. Welcome to the Fantasy Football Goon Podcast with your hosts, Joe Mandel, the Goon, John Santucci, the Tooch, and the man with the plan, Adam Shum. We're bringing you the fantasy football knowledge that you need every single week.
Derrick Henry still going. He might go. 99 yards for the touchdown. Unbelievable.
Flushed out again all the way back. Turning the corner. Fires downfield. Caught. Touchdown. Only Mahomes turns what might have been a 15-yard sack into a 27-yard touchdown.
Saquon Barkley across midfield, down the sideline, staying in bounds, and Barkley takes it all the way. 68 yards for his first NFL touchdown. McCaffrey right up the middle, and he is gone for the touchdown. 58 yards. Pass is to Thomas. He's gone. Touchdown Saints.
Okay, it's time for the easiest part of any coach's job, the cut. Now, while I wasn't able to cut everyone I wanted to, I have cut a lot of you. Steven, I like your hustle. That's why it was so hard to cut you. Congratulations, the rest of you made the team. Except you, and you.
God bless fantasy football. There are many things a man can do with his time. And this, better than those things.
What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Fantasy Football Goon. We're talking Week 13 starts and sits. Tooch, it is the final push towards the fantasy playoffs, and I'm here with my fantasy brother, John Santucci, the Tooch, and our buddy Adam Shum's a little under the weather today, so we hope he's feeling a little bit better. And I thank you, Tooch, and Adam for covering the last couple weeks. I had a couple things going on, but it's great to be back. Tooch, how you been, my friend?
I'm still. We're both still alive in guillotine.
We are, man. We both got
I've
good
never
teams.
made it this far. The final six. Holy
Neither
shit!
have I, buddy.
I only have $14 left, but hey, I was like, I mismanaged my fab a little bit. I was like, okay, some guys have this much. I need to spend this much to kind of block somebody, and it didn't work out quite the way I wanted to, and avoiding those. I mean, there were so many times when I was almost chopped, where I just barely, squeaked through. One time I think I squeaked through with like less than a point.
It was like 0.75 or something.
Yeah, something like that. And I was like, holy shit, I made it. But yeah, thankful to still be alive. And then my Goon team is pretty strong.
Me and you have really good teams in both leagues.
Yeah. Barroom, I'm not.
My team sucks in Barroom.
My team isn't that great this year, and I made some dumb moves. I gave up on Travion Henderson too early. I was just like so sick of a three-headed monster in New England, and it's just the same. Vrabel and Belichick, they always just go with three. I kind of gave up on the guy. I need players. My running backs sucked. Christian McCaffrey has been fantastic. Fantasy comeback player of the year, maybe. People were like, "You got the all injury Tooch." I gave up on Mark Andrews too early. Probably, he's had an up and down season.
That one's hit or miss for me.
Yeah, and then my running backs could have. Yeah, same thing. My running backs could have Christian McCaffrey and Travion Henderson right today. But instead it's Christian McCaffrey and Woody Marks. So he's like the poor man's. I mean, Woody's been good if they use him. They give the ball too much to Chubb, I think, and Marks is just a hell of a lot more explosive, than Chubb's. But you live and learn. Next year it was an odd year at the beginning of the year in fantasy with
I agree.
players who normally you count on for big fantasy production just not showing up. and then the injuries and the bye weeks. It's been a really, this has been the most challenging, I think. But thankfully, fantasy football Goon draft was later than the barroom draft. So
like a couple days,
a couple days. And when I missed out on running backs in the barroom, I went heavy running backs in a Goon league, and that paid off. With 3 solid backs: McCaffrey, Josh Jacobs, and Javonte Williams, who I've been able to fortunately weather some injuries and have 2 solid running backs every week. And then I drafted Rashee Rice, I don't know, 8th round maybe. That's been huge. I had to wait 6, 7, 8 weeks for him, but man, he's really paid off. And other players who we normally don't count on for fantasy production have been fantastic, like Patrick Mahomes. I don't have him, and I didn't draft him just because he's not a great fantasy quarterback. This year, he's been a great fantasy quarterback.
He has. There's no doubting that. And we got a question here from Mikey Tooch. Back and forth, Bucky or Charbonnet, Booty or Johnson. Important week. Well, I mean, that's hard at running back. I think Bucky, when healthy, and he's not playing unless he's healthy, I think Bucky's unbenchable when he's healthy. So
I'm going to go with Bucky just because the Cardinals are really banged up on defense. Minnesota, say what you want to say, but they still do have a decent defense going against Charbonnet. And for whatever reason, Charbonnet is just kind of maybe a 60-40 split. He's the 40.
Kenneth Walker, right?
Walker now.
Yeah.
And Kenneth Walker's the more explosive. And to me, Charbonnet is, he's a bye-week fill-in or handcuff, because if Kenneth Walker went down for the season, Charbonnet could be a league winner, where you're talking like 100 yards and a touchdown or 2 every week.
Yeah.
Or Bucky, yes, there's 2 other running backs that can do things for the Buccaneers. John Tucker looks like a really good back. If there was no Rashad White or Irving, he really had.
I will say, Tooch, it helps his case that Baker Mayfield's officially active. I know he was questionable all week. He's banged up. He just got the go-ahead a few minutes ago. He's starting today. So
I wonder what that line movement looks like now after, I think it was Bucks minus 3.5. Bucks minus 3.5. I wonder what it is now. I would love to know.
I bet it's at least at 4.
Let me take a look here on covers.
And then the other question here is Booty or Quentin Johnson. Listen, I know Quentin Johnson has let down a lot of people. He had a 0 last week, but the Raiders secondary is horrendous. This is the week that I think Johnson is worth a start, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree on that. Although Booty, look.
He's got a good matchup too.
He's got a great matchup against the Commanders. They absolutely suck on defense this year, which is different from last year. They were a fairly decent defensive team last year. The wheels really fell off on the Commanders. I think I would go Johnston too.
So would I.
Butte's coming back from injury. And, you've got Diggs and Hunter Henry there too, eating up targets. Quentin Johnson, I know you all have kind of the same thing there too. But, look, man, the Chargers are coming off a bye week, where the week before they played absolutely terrible. Who'd they play again last week before was it the Colts?
Who, the Chargers?
Yeah, before they went into the bye week.
Let's see. Last week, they played against the Jaguars. They got smoked.
The Jaguars. I knew it was an NFC South team. What's his name? Herbert threw for 84 yards. So I think they're going to come out and, look to make some plays. I don't know how much he'll throw, but his Vegas line is for 2 touchdowns. So you think McConkey and Johnston, the 2 touchdown passes, one of those guys gets 1.
It'll probably be 2 exactly.
Yeah, probably be 2 exactly. Darren Waller healthy. Yeah, that's great news, man.
That's a guy you can pick off of waivers if you need a tight end
right now. Yeah, I didn't even look into that. I'm choosing between Hunter Henry and Juwan Johnson. Juwan Johnson's been really solid. It's just
Juwan Johnson is a must start in this matchup, in my opinion.
I know. And then Hunter Henry's also been fantastic. Look at the numbers he's put.
Touchdown dependent though. Juwan Johnson not as much.
Yeah.
But I agree.
It's a tough decision. I've got Drake May at quarterback in one league, and do I want to stack him Monday night and hope they put together a good game to vault me over the top?
Yeah, real quick too. So let's do some inactives, important stuff for fantasy players.
Yeah, definitely.
Big inactive for the Falcons game. There is no Drake London this week against the Jets. That would have been a great matchup for him, but it certainly puts a big star on Darnell Mooney going against the Jets. That could certainly be a good sleeper pick for a guy available.
The weather's supposed to be terrible though.
Yes, it is.
Windy and rainy.
A lot of that across the U.S. this week, especially in the Midwest and the East Coast. Tooch and I are both dealing with it.
Very windy in the Browns 49ers game. Let me ask you a question. I have
asking me.
Yeah. George Kittle, a must start versus the Browns in that weather game.
I don't think he's a must start. I think after seeing the way Purdy played last week, I'm a little skeptical. But I do think, depending on who your other options are,
the short passing game might be in play here against the Browns.
It could be. I mean, you probably don't have a better option than Kittle, most likely. So if you have Kittle, you're probably starting him.
And then
I'm just saying, I don't know if he's in must start territory.
Would you start him over Juwan Johnson?
Not this week, no.
I don't think so either. I've got Johnson in my lineup over Kittle. I could be playing with fire because I'm not. I mean, Tyler Shuck has been up and down. They're on the road at the Dolphins.
Is consistently getting targets.
Yep, targets.
Here, I'm just out of curiosity. I'm going to pull it up right now and tell everyone on this show what his target is looking like for Johnson the last couple of games. There's a lot of Johnsons in the league. I probably should have looked up Juwan. There we go.
Last week, Kittle was targeted 10 times and had 6 for 28 line.
All right, so this is all the games this year for New Orleans. 11 targets, 9, 8, 3, 4, 2, 7, 8, 4, 4, and last week against Atlanta, 7. And then you chalk them up against the terrible Miami defense. I'd say Juwan Johnson's going to get at least 8 targets in this game.
And look at Kittle's last 3 games, 9, 6, 10 targets.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, in a cold weather game, like Tooch said, but I'm just saying the defense matchup wise, the worst defense is by far
the Dolphins.
The Dolphins. Although they're somehow managing to win games lately.
Yeah, and I mean Kittle's matchups last 3 were against the Rams, were terrible against the tight end. The Cardinals and the Panthers, all 3 of those are bad against the tight end. So I mean, when he faces a tough team like Houston, he went 4 for 43. The Giants pretty good against the tight end. He went 4 for 32. And still though, Kittle's been producing, man. 14, 7, 23, 24, and 13 his last 5 games.
Yeah.
6 games.
Like I said, if you have Kittle, odds are you're starting him.
I have him, and I'm starting Juwan Johnson over. I don't know if I'm making the right decision, though.
I would probably do the same thing, too, if I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
I like them both. I don't know if I like them both to start both of them and one in a flex, but, depends who you got on your team.
Yeah. I used a couple slots already with Javonte Williams, George Pickens, and Rashee Rice. So I have R.J. Harvey in my flex right now.
That's a great start. We're going to talk about him in a bit. Yep. Both of us have him on our list. So
right.
Without further ado.
Questions?
Not at the moment, but if there are questions, get them in there and we'll answer. Let's jump into our starts of the week. Yep. I'll start off at my quarterback starts. I love Justin Herbert against Vegas. I mean, I think it goes without saying. Vegas is awful. I mean, Chip Kelly got fired. They paid him. They made him the highest paid OC, and then they fired him. At least they let him go. So I think Justin Herbert is going to have a field day against that terrible defense.
Kelly was the coordinator for the Raiders, or
For the Raiders.
Raiders.
For the Raiders.
Okay.
Sorry, I know I'm off the rails a little bit. Love Trevor Lawrence against Tennessee today. Tennessee's awful. They think they have one win on the year. Their defense not good. So I think Trevor Lawrence is going to go crazy. And same thing with any wideouts for Jacksonville that are active in this game. Tua against New Orleans. The Saints secondary is bad. Tua has been not great, but a lot of opportunity against that secondary. So I think that's somebody who's available in a lot of leagues that you could go pick up, and you could probably get at least 20, 25 points out of them. So that's my choices there. And Tooch, what do you got, buddy? We have different picks. That's great.
Yeah. I got Bo Nix versus Washington.
Love it.
Just they're terrible against the quarterback. And Broncos coming off a bye where they've had some time to examine some things, extra practice. And then I got Drake May versus the Giants. I think that'll be a high-scoring game. The Giants have shown that they can put some points up.
Especially with Jameis.
Yep. Is it Jameis or Jackson Dart today? I mean, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Either one is able to put up points from the quarterback position. They have
good Dart. I forgot.
Darius Slayton is back. They have Wan'Dale Robinson, who's been good. Theo Johnson has been a decent tight end. The running backs are okay. They have some skill position talent on the Giants. And then you've got the Patriots, who are able to put some plays up with their run game. And they still have Stephon Diggs and Hunter Henry and Kayshon Boutte. And Drake May and Jackson Dart have both been able to move the chains with their running ability. And then I got Jacoby Brissett versus Tampa Bay, which I think Cardinals will be playing from behind.
I agree.
Think, the Cardinals will be forced to throw. I could see, 275 to 300 yards passing for Brissett.
It's a big reason I like Michael Wilson today. I know Marvin Harrison Jr. is probably back, but I don't think it matters.
Brissett's passing yardage over under is like 265 or something like that, 261. So, I mean, right now they're expecting Brissett to throw a lot. But
I would imagine so too. Garbage time.
Yep. And that offense has been running a hell of a lot better with Brissett than Kyler Murray.
For sure. Kyler probably lost his job.
Yeah, and I don't think he'll be back next year with the Cardinals. What teams could you see as a landing spot for Kyler Murray? I'm kind of thinking maybe the Raiders.
I was going to say the Raiders seem like option number one.
Mm-hmm.
He could easily end up on the Jets. He seems like a Jets target.
Maybe a backup role on the Vikings.
Could be the starter on the Vikings right now. I mean, they need some help at quarterback, big time.
Yeah, I'm trying to think here.
Tennessee. Well, they got Cam Ward. Never mind.
The Browns.
The Browns potentially. That's quarterback carousel.
Why not add another one into the Browns, right?
I mean, depending on how things go, San Francisco, maybe Shanahan could do something with them.
Yeah, I mean, both the Brock Purdy and Mac Jones have been serviceable, and a lot of that's due to Kyle Shanahan.
For sure. So we got a question here. I was able to get Waller as a free agent. Should he be a flex instead of Mechie? Gatson is my starting tight end against Vegas. I like Mechie today too.
I do too, because that Falcons secondary has been terrible. They're banged up, and
I stick with Mechie. I think
Atlanta gets no
pass rush.
It gets no pass rush whatsoever. I'm still going to go Waller. I just the weather scares me in that Jets Falcons,
true.
The wind and rain. I do like
the only thing
Mechie,
with Waller is sometimes when he comes off of injury, he's just a slow starter.
You're getting fantastic weather in Miami, though.
That's true.
Yeah. The thing is, like, if you want to wait to see how Waller does, then I'd go with Mechie.
Oh, I like that for sure. And Tooch, let's move into your running back starts.
Well, I think you got to go with Travion Henderson in this high-scoring game versus the Giants. RJ Harvey, really want to see. He got a lot of touches with the first game that J.K. Dobbins was out, and I don't think is Dobbins going to be back this year.
I don't think so. I double check, but I'm fairly certain he's on IR at least.
I drafted Harvey and held him the whole time in a couple leagues. So patience being rewarded here with RJ Harvey. The script should be pretty good for the Broncos to run all over the Commanders. And the script should be good with Breece Hall versus Atlanta. I expect the Jets to run the shit out of the ball in the weather. And Atlanta's not the best against the run.
With Dobbins, by the way, Sean Payton said that he's not going to return anytime soon, but he could potentially make a return for the playoffs.
And the Broncos should make the playoffs for fantasy football. Yeah, he's out for fantasy football.
Fantasy-wise, he's a drop.
Yep, for the NFL playoffs.
Yes, sorry, not fantasy playoffs. Correct.
Yep.
And Breece Hall, I like that too.
The script should be good if the Jets should run the ball in that weather, and then Breece Hall is an excellent receiver out of the backfield, so PPR especially.
Love it, man. Good choices. I also have RJ Harvey. I think he's going to go bananas today against Washington. Jaylen Warren against Buffalo. I expect him to be utilized heavily. Buffalo's defense has not been all it's advertised to be by any means, and Warren has just been getting it done in PPR leagues especially. And then my superstar of the week is Devin Neal against Miami.
Devin Neal. That kid, if you watched a little of his performance last week, very shifty, and he's a super solid player. His dad was a coach. He was solid at Kansas. Just does a lot. Does everything right. Maybe not spectacular. Very shifty. He's got that hop, jump, cut ability that you like. You're not blazing fast, but fast enough, and he's a great receiver out of the backfield. Jaylen Warren, I love too. He's been fantastic for me on some fantasy teams. It's just that last week, Kenneth Gainwell got the majority of touches, versus the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing that scares him. Jaylen Warren is a much better player, I think. I don't know why. It's like a 50-50 split there. But I expect the Steelers to run. They're at home and playing a terrible run defense with the Bills. But, it's hard to – would you start Warren over Harvey?
No.
How about Warren over Bijan?
Probably not.
Flex, would you start Warren over, say, Chris Olave?
Yes, I would start Warren over Olave.
Wow. All right. How about Khalil Shakir or Jaylen Warren?
It's really, really close.
Isn't
Shakir's got a great matchup. I think it's Warren by like a hair.
The matchup, the matchup against Pittsburgh, his success rate, and the success rate versus the Steelers at the slot and short passing game is why I love Khalil Shakir today. It's like hard for me to.
He's a great play today.
To yeah,
I love it, and part of the reason I like Devin Neal as much as there's no Kamara. I think people know that already, but no Kamara today, so Neal's going to get the volume against Miami. Let's shift into wide receivers, Tooch. I love Stephon Diggs against the Giants. We already talked about that being a high-scoring game. I expect Diggs to have a really big day. He's a target machine, especially when Drake May is healthy and Diggs is healthy. So I love that combo. I really like Troy Franklin today against Washington. He has been like silently the unsung wide receiver one on that team because Sutton has been hit or miss. But Troy Franklin has been solid all year long.
He's one of the NFL leaders in red zone targets as well, if you didn't know.
Yeah, I have him in guillotine and I'm not starting him, but I feel like I should.
Red zone targets, yeah. He's got twice as many red zone targets as Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, and he's just consistent week after week, and Washington's secondary is so bad. So I'm loving Troy Franklin. Yeah, ironically.
Bo Nix and Troy Franklin played together at Oregon.
Yep, so good combo there. I love Michael Wilson today against Tampa Bay. I know people are saying, "Oh, Marvin Harrison Jr. is coming back. He's going to take away targets." Michael Wilson has had like 16 targets, and he's catching like 12 out of those. I mean, he's just been a machine with his hands. And Tampa Bay secondary is not super. Brissett loves him. I don't think Michael Wilson's all that much affected by the return of Marvin Harrison Jr. At least I hope so. I'm starting him. And I'm starting him in guillotine over DK, and I think I'm sticking with that.
Yep.
And starting him over Troy Franklin, but
Tampa Bay's tough to run on with Vita Vea. They should get Jamel Dean back today in their secondary. The Buccaneers, not sure if I think he's supposed to be back today as like their star cornerback or their best corner. And then the Wilson high snap share. And I think the script should, like we said, Jacoby Brissett should be throwing. I expect the Cardinals to be trailing in this game. I could be wrong because, I mean, the Buccaneers have – look at the Buccaneers' schedule, man.
Bit of a free fall lately.
But they played – look at the teams they played. Let me just find out. If you'd be surprised at the teams that the Buccaneers have played this far in the season, their first 11 games. They played let me go back here. The Texans, the Eagles, the Seahawks, the 49ers, the Lions, the Patriots, the Bills, and the Rams. And those are that's not all their games. That's just a gauntlet, man.
Yeah.
I forget who they played week one, but
let me ask you a question, fantasy-wise, Tooch. Would you start Michael Wilson over Egbuka today?
Man, that's tough. I think so. I think I would.
That's what I'm doing in guillotine. That's what I have right now.
I think I would too. That's a tough call, though. I mean, I expect a bounce back for Egbuka any day now, though. That's the thing. What's caused me some pause, but Michael Wilson has just been so good, man. He's been unbelievable. Target share, catches. I know. I'm having a hard time with that one. It's tough. Yeah. Mikey agrees. I know. And it's for my guillotine survival, too. The Buccaneers might get up and just run the ball. No need for Egbuka, So
I'm looking at my guillotine, man, and I'm like, it says I'm at risk, but, I'm always
everybody's at risk when there's 6 teams left, right?
Because I only had 3 players go. I had Dak, Jamar Chase, and Ferguson. I got 51 points from the 3 guys. Isn't terrible.
It's not bad. That's 17 points a guy. That's nice.
Especially considering somebody in the league got a goose egg out of
I know. Amon-Ra went down.
Amon-Ra, yeah.
Yeah.
We shall see.
I was like, Olave's got the back spasms. That worried me. And I was like, I had like 3 guys I put some money on, and I ended up getting the guy I probably wanted the least. I didn't have the values set correctly. And I could have gotten someone got Brock Burrows for 0 money. And I put some money on Bowers, but I went with Olave over that. I don't know how I was figuring shit and stuff. And $10 for Jalen Waddle, it's just ridiculous.
I mean, I got Joe Burrow for 0, and I got Brenton Strange for $1.
Yeah, I overpaid the weekend because I was thinking a lot of people would go, and get the big players this week, with Bowers and Olave and Waddle out there, but still.
Yeah. I went last week with Jamar Chase on suspension, and I paid big bucks for him, but nobody else can outbid me, and he's got a great schedule the rest of the way, so I just paid big bucks.
Yep. All right, Ladd McConkey versus the Raiders secondary.
Love that.
Shit, they're terrible against the zone, the slot, everything. Like I said, I already broke down Khalil Shakir today, and then I also have Wilson versus Tampa Bay because of the great game script. So we both have Wilson.
Yeah, it's a good choice today. I mean, Jacoby Brissett has totally changed that offense, and it just goes to show you that we know the problem in Arizona, and it's
crazy.
Kyler Murray. It's not too late for him to go back and play baseball.
I had him last year, and I was like, Shit. I had him last year, and I was like so disappointed. He wasn't even on my board this year.
It's just every time Call of Duty comes out, he just becomes terrible.
There's a new one too, right? Or
it just came out right when they put him on whatever IR or whatever he's on.
Yep, and Battlefield looks pretty good. Battlefield 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tight ends. Yeah, I mean the terrible versus the tight ends, the Dolphins. Juwan Johnson, I have him. You know, I mean, I'm like, I don't know whether I should start him versus Kittle or not, but
it's close.
Harold Fanine has a good connection with Shador. And if, that weather just has the little slot, and he's almost unguardable. He's just too fast for linebackers. He's too fast for some safeties as well. The short pass, I could see him getting 10 targets versus the Niners.
For sure.
And then Dalton Schultz has been solid, and Colts are not the best against the tight end.
I agree with you there.
So I know the thing that worries me is C.J. Stroud is back, and Davis Mills and Dalton Schultz had a good little connection. I'll see how Stroud does, but if you're looking for a tight end, man, Schultz has been so solid. He's getting the targets, 9-10 targets a game.
Yeah, Houston's been looking relatively good. I mean, there's no team in the NFL that's like you can look at them. There's only one team I think that's been like, oh, that team's been amazing all year long.
Yep, the Rams.
It's the Rams. And then, ironically, then your mind goes to the Bears because they find a way to win. It's so weird.
Yeah, it is. Going from last place, I could see the Bears in the NFC Championship, versus the Rams. That would be something.
It's the year it's wide open, man.
Yep.
So good choices there, too. I have two of the same tight end choices. I love Juwan Johnson and Dalton Schultz today.
Oh, good. Nice.
And then Brenton Strange, I think, is going to have a huge day against Tennessee. I got him in guillotine, too, and I'm considering putting him as a flex, but I think I got to start Nico over him.
I've got him in another league, too, and I don't know where I have him. Is it Ranks League?
I think so. Because I got Nico against Indianapolis. I've got Nico. My options at flex, Tooch, and guillotine are I've got Nico, Egbuka, Metcalf, and Strange. And I'm just – right now I have Collins because it's so hard to bench him because he's a freak athlete.
I had to drop Strange from my roster when Joe Burrow came off IR in one league, unfortunately.
He's been their number one wide receiver when he's healthy.
I know. Yeah, that Kittle versus Juwan Johnson is
it's a tough one.
It's a tough one, yeah. And Myles Garrett coming off the edge versus Brock Purdy. I maybe might not even get a pass off.
Yeah. Do you want to grade my trade in Goon League? Did you see it?
No. What was the trade?
I was running back needy, and I had two really good tight ends. I had Travis Kelce and Jake Ferguson. So I traded Travis Kelce for Quinshon Judkins.
Let's see.
And Judkins has a great schedule the rest of the way.
Yeah, he does. I have him in guillotine. I'm not starting him today. I was wondering if I should,
I love him today. It's another great matchup.
Yeah. I have Bijan and RJ Harvey as my running backs. Then I have on my bench Jalen Warren and Quinshon Judkins.
That's good options to have.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
But the rest of the season schedule for Judkins, and this is the guy that everyone that's on the show could target because trade deadlines are usually today in most leagues. Rest of the season for Quinton Judkins, San Francisco, Tennessee, Bears, Buffalo, Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Would you start Judkins over Jalen Warren today?
It's close, but I think I'd rather take Warren.
Yeah, I really need to re-examine my guillotine because I just don't know today.
Yeah, my app tells me that you're the one that's in danger, but then everyone's in danger. So
yeah, Olave, if I put him in there, I'll no longer be in danger. because he's projected for 17, 18 points. But he's
It's
sitting out
but I'm with you. The spasms scare me too.
the back spasm, he get knocked out of the game, you know. And then, you know, I mean, Quinshawn has the goal line role. You know, they're not – the 49ers are not all that great against the run.
No, I mean, I do like him today. I'm starting him in Goon League.
Yeah.
He's flexing it up for me in Goon League. I needed a running back because that was my strategy in the Goon League is I had good wide receivers and good tight ends, and I got a good quarterback.
I mean, they've only allowed 7 rushing touchdowns, the Niners, this season. So they're kind of due.
Hopefully another one today.
And then the Bills have allowed the most rushing touchdowns with 14. But, I mean, is it Gainwell or Warren on the goal line?
Well, I tell you what, Gainwell has looked fantastic as well. He's a flex start as well.
I know. And my thing is like, okay, Gainwell got a lot of the touches. This week they're going to, let's give Jalen Warren some play, you know, and he goes nuts, you know, but.
Who would you rather flex today? In flex, Judkins or Troy Franklin?
Man, I don't know.
It's freaking close, isn't it?
Yeah, so. And the Broncos are playing the Commanders. Yeah. On the road.
And Judkins is home versus San Francisco. I have Judkins in my lineup because I think he's going to get the volume. But
I do too. I mean, I don't have him in my, but I do think he'll get the volume. I have no idea. I know
that's why it's fantasy.
Yeah. I would love to put Judkins in right now and just, you know, go for it. Just, you know. Harvey's Sunday night tonight. I've got Drake May on Monday night.
It's going to be some good games to watch, that's for sure.
Yeah, how do you think Drake May will do against the Giants?
I think he's going to go nuts. Nuclear almost.
Mechie over Sutton. That's a great question.
I like Mechie over. It's such a good matchup. Sutton has been so inconsistent this year.
And I wouldn't go with Troy Franklin and Sutton. I would choose Franklin.
Okay, he's got Franklin and Sutton, so I'm not going all my eggs in one basket.
Yeah,
I'm with Tooch. I'm taking Franklin, and then Mechie.
Yeah, Mechie, and let's see, he's got
Waller in the flex. What are your other options for flex? Out of curiosity,
Mechie and Franklin for me, I think. But Waller, I will kind of want to see what he's going to do back from the injury. You know,
that's why I'm curious what his other options are for flex. Let us know in the chat, Big T. Yes, so would I, Mikey. I agree.
Yeah.
I want to know if we have any good defense recommendations. There's a couple that are out there just floating around. You could potentially go out there and pick up the Saints defense against Miami, or even the Miami defense against New Orleans.
Some teams I have 2 defenses.
Yeah.
I have the Browns and the Texans on one team. I'm like, both of them scored like 20 points last week. 24 points.
Yeah, the Denver defense today is really good, but he's probably not available.
Denver's probably not available.
New England. I've seen New England dropped in a couple leagues, but again, they have a tough matchup against the Giants.
Seattle
looking good.
Seattle. Good D today.
The Chargers, if they're available against Vegas.
Maybe the Buccaneers. The Dolphins today versus the Saints.
Yeah, Dolphins against Saints or Saints against Dolphins. Either one of those options probably available and could certainly help you out today. No other options. My team is injured, so yeah. Then I'm starting Waller flex. He made it easy for us. Where did we leave off? Tight ends. So let me go back.
Yep, you did.
I'll go to my
sits. I think I did mine too.
Yeah, so I'll go to my sits. I'm sitting Baker today against Arizona. I have a hunch it's a running game, and I think Baker's coming off the injury. Might need to get right a little bit. I think they're going to take it easy on his arm, so I think it's going to be a running kind of game. I'm not touching Mayfield today. I just feel like he's going to be off a little bit. You know, a lot of people are high on Quentin Johnson, and they're like, you know, he's got a great matchup today. but he put up a goose egg, and he's been wildly inconsistent. The targets just aren't there for me unless you don't have a better option. I'm trying to avoid Johnson just because I want him to prove it to me. And at this point, you're trying to make the fantasy playoffs. You can't trust a guy like Johnson. And same thing with DK Metcalf. You cannot trust him today against Buffalo. He does not get the targets he should be getting. Granted, he had a touchdown last week, but he had like 4 targets or something like that, and a touchdown. DK is just not getting the volume he should. I wish they would throw it to him more, but that's why he's a sit for me.
Quentin Johnson or Jacoby Myers?
Jacoby Myers.
Quentin Johnson or John Mechie?
Mechie.
Yeah, it's tough. I have those 3 players. I mean, Johnston is projected for the most points out of those 3 players.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough for sure.
Yeah. I have no running backs really to maybe in my flex. Let me see here.
What do you got for your sits, bud?
I got Pat Freiermuth versus Buffalo. They're really tough against the tight ends.
Agree.
Pittman Jr. versus the Texans.
They've been good against wide receivers.
That Texans pass rushes. Whew. And then Brock Purdy versus the Browns, which is why I haven't reluctant to put in Kittle or Juwan Jennings or anyone like that. Yeah, I don't have anybody else. It would be those 3. I've got Quentin Johnston in there just against the Raiders.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, sleepers. I think you have Trevor Lawrence as a quarterback start. I've got him as a sleeper, but he's been quietly, 20-plus fantasy points the past 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Jacoby Myers at Tennessee as a sleeper. Maybe I should put Myers in. I've got him as a sleeper,
For sure.
And then Devin Neal at Miami.
I love Devin Neal today. I think he's going to go nuclear.
Yep, I think he's going to get a lot of touches, especially if Olave is banged up.
For sure. I mentioned it earlier in the show, Darnell Mooney against the Jets. There's no Drake London in this game. Kirk Cousins, as we know from the last couple of years, loves Darnell Mooney.
Yep.
Darnell should be running wild and free. Yeah. So I like Darnell against the Jets especially. Kenneth Gainwell, we talked about him a little while ago. He's been the thorn in the side of Warren owners because he seems to get the touchdowns. He sometimes has long runs. He looks the part. I mean, he's playing really, really well. And I look for him to have at least 1 touchdown against Buffalo, maybe have more touchdowns than Warren, just less yards. Very touchdown dependent, but I think he's going to score today. Then I like Jackson Dart against New England today. I know he's coming off the injury, but that offense has been slowly putting it together. And I don't know. He's a gritty young player to watch. I really love watching Jackson Dart play because he just he reminds me a lot of Aaron Rowan, who used to play for the White Sox. If anyone remembers that, he would just run into walls and just throw his body into the game, and I kind of love that. So I think Dart has a pretty decent day, and he's available in a handful of leagues right now. So that's where I'm at. What's up, Jeremy? Tooch, look at this one.
That's a little holdover from the tailgate show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
By the way, great show this morning. I tuned in for like the last 20 minutes, but I thought it was great.
Thank you. Yep.
Make sure you guys subscribe to the Barroom Network, and you can see all the great content that we have, whether it's Barfly Tailgate, Fantasy Football Goon. You got Buffon 55, Gabriel Talking Football, Bare Their Souls, who Tooch is taking the lead on at the moment. And by the way, I'll take this moment to send a shout out and healing wishes to Aldo, the barkeeper. We hope he's feeling better soon. We love and appreciate you, man, giving us this platform. And we hope you had a great Thanksgiving and you're hopefully on the road to recovery. So we love you, buddy. Tooch, you want to talk through some of your props?
Yep. Tedero McMillan over 56.5 receiving yards versus the Rams. I expect that'll be a negative game script. Cam Ward, he's been focused on his rushing yards, and he's had over 20, 25 the past few weeks since he started doing that. And then Devon A-Chain today, expect him to run the ball. Tyler Warren under versus that Texans 50 receiver. That's going to be tough to get. McConkey over 4.5 reception. That looks like money. Herb over 1.5 passing touchdowns today.
I like that.
Kirk Cousins, man, over a half interception today in that weather. Bijan over 32.5 receiving yards versus the Jets. If the little dump off from Cousins there. Bryce Young over 32.5 passing attempts. He's going to be throwing the ball when they're behind. And Bo Nix over 226.5 passing yards versus that soft Commanders pass defense.
Yeah, that should be easy money for sure.
There's Kirk Cousins over 1.5 interceptions too is like big plus money. It's like I know he doesn't throw a ton of interceptions. He hasn't, and the Jets have 0 interceptions this year. But man, they're due for an interception, and the weather is going to hinder that. The wind and rain. So
that's so crazy that we're in week 13 and the Jets don't have a single interception on the season. Oh my gosh!
Got to come back to the mean there.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy wants to know, is Devin Neal a play? We talked about Devin Neal at length. I have him as a start. Tooch has him as a sleeper.
He's going to get all the touches for the Saints.
Yeah, it's a great matchup against Miami.
They don't have anybody else. Warren splitting time with Gainwell, which worries me. I just, man, like a lot of these running back rankings, Warren and Gainwell are right there, like 13 and 15 on some of these sites.
I think I would take Neal over Warren today, if I'm being completely honest.
I don't know what to do, man. I love Jalen.
I love Warren as well.
Yeah, he's been fantastic for me in Guillotine.
But Kenneth Gainwell has been the thorn in his side, scoring touchdowns, getting extra yards. Neal has nobody else that's taking carries from him today against a shitty Dolphins defense.
Yep.
So I think for me, I'd rather take Neal, but I know that's a hot take.
Yep.
But Jeremy, that's my 2 cents on it. I hope I don't screw up your thinking.
Yeah, I think it'd be close. Just Warren splitting. Look, Rico Dowdle's got an awful tough matchup versus the Rams, and like I said, if they fall behind, they're not going to run Dowdle. The Rams are
that happened a couple times. The Dowdle too, maybe it's you bench Dowdle. I mean, that is a tough matchup. It's scary. The
Rams are
because that happened to Dowdle last week. I mean, he got shut down, but he somehow managed to get 8 points.
Who did they play last week? I forget. Was it the 49ers?
It was a good matchup too.
They played the Niners.
Yeah, and I needed 7 points to win my matchup, and I got 8. I was like sweating it out in the Goon or in my work league. Oh, he's down 50. He needs to take chances.
They played the Niners.
If you're down 50, you need to take chances. Put in Devin Neal, dude.
Yeah.
Take Devin Neal and Jalen Warren and bench Dowdle, because I know on paper Dowdle seems like the play, but it's a tough matchup against the Rams. They're going to be playing from behind. They're going to be chucking the ball, and he's going to be out of the equation. So if you need to take chances, Jeremy, I think Tooch would agree with me. You go Devin Neal and Jalen Warren.
Yep. Yeah, that Rams defense is no joke, man. They could rush the passer. They could stop the run. And the offense puts points up. I expect – that's why I said I have the Bryce Young over 32.5 passing attempts today.
Yeah, they're going to be behind big time. Carolina's not a good team.
No.
But they have 2 solid running backs, which is shocking. But they need some defensive help. Let's put it that way. You know what their offseason focus is going to be, for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Looking back through the inactives to see if there's any surprises. Nothing crazy at the moment. J.J. McCarthy inactive again for the Vikings, so I don't even remember who their quarterback is.
Olave with back spasms. Is he still a play? I mean,
you probably have to start him because of the matchup, but Scary.
Yeah, is it a really good matchup? Man, Miami's 27th against the wide receiver. You know,
Oh my God, Dowdle and Bucky.
after that, Olave's schedule. That's why I bid on him for his schedule is great. The fantasy championship, he's against the Titans defense.
For who?
Olave.
That's good. Yeah.
You know, his remaining games after Miami are Tampa Bay, the Jets, and Tennessee.
Yeah, that's really solid.
You can't ask for better matchups.
You're just hoping his quarterback doesn't shit the bed.
No, I don't know, man. It's great, Mikey.
Charbonnet is a tough play with the way Walker's been playing.
Yeah.
I think I'm sticking Bucky and Dowdle here.
Yeah, me too. Oh, AJ Brown last week he just exploded. He had 40 points on playing against him.
I was telling him weeks and weeks ago that I'm not touching him with a 40-foot pole, and he's sure enough. Right after I had said that on the show, he went absolutely dead cold for like 3 weeks
until last week against. He always kills the Bears.
Yeah, but what's funny is the game.
Past 2 years, he's killed the Bears with like 10 catches, 100-something yards, and touchdown.
The best thing about it is AJ Brown is probably all happy he's getting used in the game plan, but they're all games that they lose, and they win when he's not involved.
Yeah.
But AJ Brown's not happy because he's not involved. So I can't see him staying long in Philly, but we'll see.
I don't know, Mikey. I think you still got to go Dowdle and Bucky.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Charbonnet is splitting time, you know.
Yeah, it's a good matchup, but
is Bucky on a pitch count though too? I don't know because
they say he's good to go. I don't know.
They have 2 other guys too, you know, that are really capable.
You got to remember that Bucs team is going to make a playoff run. They're not putting him back in unless they're sure he's healthy, in my opinion.
Yeah, every game's must win for the Bucs now. I mean, there's still a chance that Carolina and Atlanta could win that division if they win. Yeah,
that's true. I mean, Buccaneers are 6-5 in the lead. Then it's tight. Then you got the Panthers at 6-6, the Falcons at 4-7, and the Saints at 2-9.
Yep.
The Bucs have had a bit of a gauntlet though, like you said. So
their schedule has been just insane.
Everyone's like, "Oh, Baker's out of the MVP conversation," which he probably is. But look at the teams they played.
They have played a freaking tough schedule.
It's a little bit better today against Arizona. I would expect them to win, but
I ran them down for you. That was all the games they played against, all the teams they played.
Yeah, for sure. Any other questions here in the chat? Get them out. Tooch and I are probably going to go another 5 minutes or so.
Yep, I got to go up and get red zones booted up.
I got to go and snowblow my driveway, Tooch. I got about 12 inches out there.
I don't have a snowblower, but I shoveled me and the girls.
How'd that go?
My back.
How much snow did you get?
I'd say a good 6 inches here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably about 10, 11-ish.
Damn.
And I didn't do it this morning early because I was like, I'll finish the show and then I'll go get it all at once. But it's still snowing. So
I was trying to wait until it stopped snowing. After I was just like, man, it's just getting too deep.
It's just not going to stop.
It ain't going to stop. I got to get out there. And man, me and my 7-year-old got like most of the driveway clear. My 9-year-old's been sick, so she didn't come out. And then my wife came out, and I was like, my back. I was like, you got to finish. You got one little spot over there, so yeah. All right, Dowdle or Jacoby Myers at the flex. I'm going to go Myers. Is it PPR?
Dowdle or Myers at the flex? Yeah, let us know, Jeremy. If it's PPR, then it's Myers.
Yeah.
Use a leaf blower on the snow. I have a leaf blower, but I've never used it.
We
have a lot. We've got like a ton of snow, Jeremy.
It was it was wet too. The snow.
That's what I got too. I got the wet, thick snow.
My leaf blower. If it's like powdery, I might go out there with my leaf blower and just poof. PPR. I'm gonna go Myers.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers for sure.
Although Brian Thomas Jr. is back this week, I wonder how much he's gonna You know?
Now that's genius, Mikey. I never thought of that.
Yeah, I would do it for the
car.
Yeah, for the car.
But we have some crazy heavy snow here in the Midwest right now. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't even Jeremy. I don't even remember where you're from, buddy. But
is it UK?
I don't know where Jeremy's from. Let us know, Jeremy. We appreciate you tuning in, man. I know we've seen you in the chat a handful of times. So.
Yeah, we have an evergreen out, and it looks like a Christmas tree out in my front yard. And I was like telling my wife we were going to put the Christmas lights on that tree outside, and I was like, man, what's wrong with the evergreen? It looks really sad. There was like a maple tree about 7 feet tall growing out of the center.
Oh wow!
I got down there. I've got a little hand chainsaw. I like zipped it at the bottom, you know.
Jeremy's from Philly.
Philly, all right. I zipped it little, you know, and then I was like, it was like the wood was like new, young, you know, young maple, so it was really soft. And I'm like, all right, now I got to chop it up and put it in the lawn bag. And I'm like chopping it up. I'm lazy. I didn't go put my heavy gloves on. I fucking nicked my knuckle with the chainsaw, kicked back on me. It still hasn't healed. It's like
you don't need stitches, do you?
I might have at the time, but I mean, it was right on the knuckle. It's like, you know, and the knuckle's like that weird skin, you know,
that tough skin. Yeah.
My bone is like sore, you know, but, you know, I got it bandaged up and stuff. I think it's just going to take some time to heal, but it's getting the treatment of, you know, the whatever, the healing ointment or whatever.
Healing ointment. You get some, Neosporin on it.
Neosporin, yep, that's what I got. Yep.
There you go. I can't wait to get out there and fire up the snowblower because I've used it, but I haven't had a heavy snow.
Is it a straight gas?
Straight gas.
Straight gas. Yeah, I used to have one that was the mix, and I was always like, God, I gotta mix up the oil and the gas. It was just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, no, it's straight gas.
I never want to get another that's where you mix it. It's just.
I got a Craftsman.
Yeah, I need one though. I really should get one snowblower.
Well, living in Michigan, I don't have much choice.
Yeah, I told my wife, I'm like, when it was really snowing, my back was killing me, and I'm like, this is why people retire to Florida. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, I never considered Florida before, but I'm like, my wife and I are like, and you know, when I turn 62 in about 4 years, I'll be thinking about moving to Florida. You know?
God bless you, brother.
I want to retire in Philippines, my wife's hometown, you know, just because I'd be like a millionaire there, you know, just the cost of living, you know,
sure.
Like boss man. But my wife likes the USA too much now. She don't want to move. She don't want to go back home, and you know, not yet, at least.
I get it. I get that to a certain extent.
I'm like, well, if we're not going, man, I want to go to Florida. I can't do this anymore. She's, you know, I have to pay somebody to do my lawn and my driveway, you know, and the driveway's tough because it's like been cracking. I don't have money to repave the driveway. You know, my dad used to be out there on our driveway when I was a kid, and he'd put like, you know, Quikrete, like the Quikrete, but that stuff like just breaks down after a while, you know.
Oh yeah,
patching the concrete.
All right, gang. Well, we are in the home stretch here. If you got a last minute question, you can pop it in chat room. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us all day, whether it's, you know, Big T or Mikey or Jeremy. You know, we've had Mr. Shorty in here for a while.
That's right. Greg Gabriel show will be on Bears Country Productions for the remainder of the NFL season. I heard about that. Appreciate Mr. Shorty helping Aldo out there while he recovers, and Aldo's had a lot of well wishes in the chat as well. We appreciate that. It's like bare their souls. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. I was like, maybe Joe's got to join in, you know, Wednesday nights, you know. Like I'm like, who could produce the show, man? Aldo does so much, you know. I mean, like I'm trying to do Bears Day Affairs, you know. I'm like writing that from like Sunday to Wednesday, you know, and getting my images and GIFs and memes together. You know, it's just, you know, it's a lot.
Sure like, thing, man.
I don't know how he plays Fitz's food review, restaurant review, you know, and then he although does the videos for Zim. I don't know if you've seen some of Zim Zimmerman's songs, man. It's freaking amazing. The music that Zimmerman does every week is just mind-blowingly good. So good. The music and
he is awesome.
Have you heard some of the songs? Oh my god.
I have, and then he's actually got a Christmas song that his band put out many moons ago, but he always every Christmas season shares it out. It's on Spotify. It's if you look it up on Spotify, it's called "All I Want for Christmas Is Pizza." It's called a pop punk Christmas carol.
Wow.
By his band called Sell Me Short. Go check it out on Spotify. It's really catchy. I'll play it I'll do a quick preview here off of Spotify. I'll do 20 seconds so that Zim doesn't sue us.
Yeah,
I'm sure he'll be fine with it, but
Steven Zim Zimmerman's music is on Suno.com.
Suno, and then
is that him singing or is that the AI?
I don't know if it's him singing or if it's someone else in the band, but somebody's singing.
You got to send me that link. Text me after the show, the Spotify. Sell Me Short on Spotify. Okay. Yeah, Zim's
look at his shining face.
Zim's Suno account is fantastic. It's got all the Bears music.
Shout out to Zim.
Oh.
He's our fill-in co-host as well. I know he's been a super busy guy this year.
Right, he's in accounting school.
He's all over the place.
He's
the guy is a
studying
man
to be
of many talents.
Being an accountant.
Yep, and he's working and he's being a dad. He's doing it all.
He's in school, he's working, he's a dad. He's doing barroom, and then he's like my wife is like a mom. She works nursing assistant, and now she's in nursing school too. So I gotta give props to the wife. She's busting her ass, So, but
big props to all the wives, man. My wife, my beautiful wife.
Yep. And now 2 girls.
Yeah, I got 2 girls, just like you.
7 and 9. My son is going to be 27. He's got almost his fiance.
Almost.
I'm like,
little foreshadowing from the Tooch.
It's like those two they're so good together. Really love his girlfriend right now, and he's like wants to ask her to marry him. But, they need to save some money, the two of them. And I was telling him, man, I would love to have him come back here. Illinois is like way too expensive for
for sure
a Gen Z. You gotta like live together with somebody or live with your parents in Illinois. The taxes will kill you. But I was like, well, you come out here, you stay here for 3-4 months, and then you buy something out here. There's like plenty of starter homes out here, and the state of Iowa has a lot of first-time home buyer options for free down payment assistance. There's like state of Iowa down payment assistance. There's like local historical down payment assistance, whatever you could find, first-time federal home buyer. So I'll keep telling him to come out here. His girlfriend she's not quite sold on Iowa. And I'm like, it's not the most exciting state, but it's a great state to raise a family.
Yeah, for sure.
There's
some good whiskey out there.
Low taxes, great schools. I'm 2 hours from Omaha, 3 hours from Kansas City, 3 hours from Minneapolis, and 5 hours from Chicago. So
the powers that be in Iowa need to hit up Tooch to be their spokesperson.
I don't want too many people coming out here and spoiling a good thing, though.
That's right.
It's like overcrowding.
I can't be the spokesperson for Michigan because Tim Allen is already pure Michigan, and I can't hold up a leg to that.
It's like right now it's a very well run state. I'd hate to have like some Democrats come out here and ruin it for us.
Jeez.
I know. Don't come out here and vote Democrat, bro. Yeah, both parties suck, really. Just one seems to run states a little better than the other.
Fair enough. But gang, I think we have reached the pinnacle of the show. we're going to try to wrap things up. If you have a last-minute question, Tooch and I are entering wrap mode right now. LOL, don't cook Iowa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
But Tooch, I always appreciate talking ball with you. Appreciate you guys covering the last couple weeks.
Yep.
I had no voice at all last week. I was like,
oh man, that was me a few weeks back.
it's going around.
I lost my voice one time for Bare Their Souls.
Yeah, I sounded like a whispery Batman. It's pretty good. Where is he? Oh, by the way, Tooch, before we wrap, did you watch the first 4 episodes of Stranger Things yet?
Just the first episode, which I thought was pretty good so far. Yeah, first
dude,
4 are great, huh?
They're amazing. And the 4th one is so good. And then you're like, wait, I got to wait till Christmas for 3 more?
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so the way they do it, Tooch, is you get the first 4 now. And then Christmas, they release the next 3. And then on New Year's Eve, they release the finale. Tooch, episode 4 this season is an hour and a half.
Whoa. Wow. I did not know that.
It's really good. It's like a movie every time. It's so good. Text me after you watch it. It's so good.
All right. We'll do.
Tooch and I are big Stranger Things fans, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Free college for Iowa. Yeah. I mean, my son went to college for free out here. Yeah. Was a last chance scholarship he got for people that you could only choose like 9 different pathways or programs or professions. It was like law enforcement, nursing, trade schools, electrician, stuff like that, And
hey, it's all stuff that we need.
Yeah. And he took like tool and die and CNC machining. So he went to school for free and he's been working, getting paid fairly well, for a kid that's 26, 27 years old. He's able to support himself completely. Yeah, I'm in the center too, raging centrist. But I mean, everything is like that. But our government is the most corrupt government in the world. I'm convinced. We're the kickbacks that the Doge exposed are like revealed what everybody knew. There's like pet projects for celebrities and politicians' wives that they get millions of our taxpayer dollars. It goes into their pockets, and these worthless overseas programs that do not benefit the U.S. citizen whatsoever. Hey,
at least it sounds like we might be getting a tariff check soon.
Yeah, it'd be nice. A tariff check, maybe abolishing income taxes. It sounds great. Will it come through? I don't know. But like Bono the other day was like, oh, the U.S. aid, people are dying. No, U.S. aid is not the Red Cross or United Way. It's the U.S. Agency for International Development. It's pet projects. It's how the U.S. government, not the citizen, invests in other countries to make money, and they're not making any fucking money. They're losing money. They're just robbing the taxpayer, Bono, so shut the fuck up. Go back to making songs. We don't care about what your political views are, That's what I hate about celebrities. I just don't give a shit about their opinion. In fact, when they say stupid shit like that, it makes me not want to watch their programs or listen to their music. It was a money laundering scheme, Mikey. I mean, like, people that don't believe that are just like naive, It's like, it's so obvious. It was obvious before Doge came along. It's like all these stupid projects. Yeah. Either one. I mean, the citizen is at a loss no matter who. If we get some tariff checks or kick whatever that stuff, I think we'll be okay, Joe.
I'm just working through all my gifts that I got.
There's some good ones. I said enough, though. I mean, I'm just disappointed in U.S. politics all around, pretty much. If we could get voter ID, I think we'll show exactly what the people want, in their votes. I mean, like, people feel like the left is like, oh, you don't need voter ID. People are honest. It's like, no, People will cheat. When you give them a chance to cheat, they're going to cheat. That's human nature. Like, so ridiculous. And we're the only civilized country that doesn't have voter ID. Every other fucking civilized country has voter ID. So it's like ridiculous that we don't. You have to prove you're an eligible voter. I don't care if you can't get out and get an ID. You're not worth. It's not worth you voting. It's like, oh, well, people are not going to be able to make the voter ID for free. Make it for free. That's the whole argument has been that it doesn't cost anything. It costs too much. Yeah, I think you should have to prove you're a voter. It's not a privilege. It's a right. You have to prove it to get the right. You don't just walk in there. You could. There's places you could just walk in and say, yeah, I'm a voter, bro. It's like, how many.
Mikey's right. We're officially off the rails for
We
sure.
All those.
Tooch is
about ready to pull the plug on Tooch.
Tooch is on a political rant. I'm pulling up randomly.
Yeah.
Funny gifts. So we appreciate everyone hanging out through all of that and talking. I mean, it's been a fun show. We've answered a lot of questions. We're approaching kickoff. Guys, go win your matchups. I know we have a lot of crucial matchups trying to make it into the playoffs. Trade deadlines are this week. So if you have a trade question, hit us up on Twitter. You can hit me at Joe Mandel, Tooch at John Santucci VIP. You can hit me up at FFB Goon for all of us. And then Papa Bear is at Papa Bear 816. It's been a dynamite show. We appreciate you, fellas.
Sorry, Aldo. I love you, Aldo. Turn on the network.
We love you, Aldo. Yeah, Tooch. I was trying to get Tooch to be like, oh, look at all these gifts. Joe's going crazy. We're all going crazy. We love you, buddy. We hope you're feeling.
There's no barroom network without Aldo. I don't even know if I want to continue without him. It's just Aldo is the spirit, the heart, he's everything about it. Is everything about the barroom network. It all comes from Aldo. The creative genius behind it all.
Dude, I love how Aldo tuned in just in time to see you go completely off the rails, too.
I was like, Aldo hates the show. He's not watching.
Aldo's dialing up your number right now, Tooch.
I know. I'm expecting a text. I'm so sorry, Aldo. Yeah, you're right.
It's all good. We're having fun. I let you go on your little. Well, we're talking. It is perfect.
I'm worried about Aldo, man. I haven't been losing sleep about his health and stuff. I just, we've been very worried for a while.
We love him, and we're here for him if he needs anything. So please reach out, Aldo, if you need anything at all. You've been there for us. We're here for you. I know you got a lot going on, so we're here for you and trying to keep things chugging along on the rails. As you know, wrong thing I was trying to do. Say round of applause for Aldo. So, All right, gang. We've officially been trying to wrap for 20 minutes, so we are going to wrap.
Yep.
Love you, Aldo. Love you, Tooch, Adam, Zim, everybody we talked about. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe here on the Barroom Network. Go win those matchups. Aldo's like, LOL. Wrap it up already, Joe.
Get well, Aldo. I love you.
Yes, right. Go win those matchups. We're so close. Fantasy trade deadlines today. You know where to find us if you guys need additional help. We'll be back next week to help you punch that ticket to the fantasy playoffs. For Fantasy Football Goon, I'm Joe Mandel. That's John Santucci, the Tooch. Adam Sham couldn't be here today. And as always, God bless America. God bless football. And let's kick some ass. See you guys next week. Win those matchups and bear down.